going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm here with Andrew. Buddy just looked like he woke up.
What up?
We're actually on the way to go pick up another RSX Type S, blue in color, because mine is actually gonna get a makeover. We're gonna buy the car and swap a lot of the parts out from that one to mine, and then just it's got suspension, it's got a bunch of stuff too. So I'm actually on the way now. We rented a U-Haul. I got the dolly back there. I don't know if you can see it. So we're on a truck with a dolly on the way to go pick it up. It's got a bunch of little parts on it. I really haven't seen the car. I've only seen pictures. Hopefully this guy's not selling us, you know, a cat for a fox, saying whatever. But no, it seems to be pretty good. I got some good reviews on it, and the guy seems to be legit on the car. So I'm gonna check out some of the parts that it has. It's got a wing, and it's got bumper, and everything I need for the RSX, and it's actually my color. So hopefully the paint job is good enough in order for me to just swap the parts and not have to paint anything. It looks good on pictures, so hopefully that's what it is. So yeah, let's get cracking, and hopefully you guys enjoy this pretty good content, because I'm excited. All right, guys, so we picked up the car already. As you guys can see, it's already back there. It's, you know, it's obviously the car is not in good condition. The car is, what do you think, Andrew?
It's all right for what you need.
For what I need, yeah. So things that are coming off of the car is the Type R wing, rear bumper with the, it's actually an A-Spec. This is actually a Type S A-Spec in my color, which is, I wouldn't say they're rear defined. They're rear defined. Now they're probably rear defined, right? Yeah. Now they probably are. But the car is just gone. The car was T-bone and then it was welded together. Disaster. But anyways, at least the stuff that I need is there. So which is the Type R wing, the rear bumper with the lip in my color, so I don't have to paint it. Paint job looks pretty good. And also the side skirts, which I don't have to paint, and they're also in my color, and they look really good. The only thing I do need to paint is the front lip, and it's got the red H emblem in the front. I already have the red one in the back with the Integra badge. I just got to remove the RSX Type S, which I haven't gotten around to do it. And that's it. Just paint the front lip, put the red H, and other than that, it's got some black aftermarket housing headlights. Probably not gonna put those on, depending on how they look. Maybe I'll rock them for a little bit, but. And it's got the coilover suspension. It's got the BC coilovers. Yeah, I gotta make a left here. I'm looking at the GPS. It's got the coilover suspension, the BC Racing with upgraded springs, and that's gonna get swapped. It also has the camera kits, and it's also got some brake pads and drill slotted rotors. So it's some stuff that we got to check out. Alone on the suspension's only been used for about 4 or 5 months, so that's not a bad, at least that's not a bad come up, and everything else that it has. The trailer's like bouncing back there hard. Other than that, then yeah, that's about it. And suspension alone is like $800, and even if it's used, it's probably like $600. And I ended up paying for the whole car $850 plus the rental of this truck and the tow. So all in all, we spent about $1,100, right?
Yep.
You know, so just about there. So I'll get you guys back now. I'll give you guys an overall look of the car once I take it in. I gotta bring it into the house, put it in the backyard, and then
there's some stuff you can sell off of it.
Yeah, there's some stuff I can sell off of it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's continue. All right, we are back. I have to put my glasses on because today's just one of those days where I'm like a little woozy from just driving and all that stuff. We're back, and this is the car. Here it is right here. I'm taking it apart already. Back bumper with the lip, pretty good condition. This is how it looks. And then this is the rear bumper here. Looks pretty good. Don't mind the mess. This is just the patio. The front bumper's there, obviously different color. That has the red H and the lip that I gotta get painted. This is the overall car. Whack ass wheels. And this, believe it or not, is an A-Spec, how I mentioned, Type S. It's got the black housing headlights, street scene performance. Don't really know what that is. And yeah, this is it right here. Let me bring this down so you guys can see. It's crazy, man. I haven't even seen one of these in a while. This is the A-Spec here. So I'm gonna start taking it apart. It does have the side skirt. I'm actually removing the headlights now. I mean the tail lights now. It does have the steering wheel. Those are little things that I'm gonna put up for sale, like the tail lights and stuff like that. Other than that, the paint job is not in the best condition for me to keep, like the fenders. The hood I'm definitely keeping, and the hatch I'm definitely keeping. not the hatch, well, the hatch and the hood, and the fenders. No, the fenders are not going because they're not in the best condition, but the hood and the hatch I am keeping, unlike lost today. So let's continue with the time lapse in order for me to remove these headlights. And yeah, hope you guys like it. All right, so headlights are off. I mean, tail lights are off. Other than that, I'm gonna start tackling the side skirts tomorrow. I'll start taking all this stuff off today, and that's about it. I guess this will be like a 2-part vlog, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is another day, and we're grinding, and there's so much damn sun. Golly. I wanted to show you guys the suspension that the car came with. As you guys can see, is BC racing coilovers. These are it right here. They're fairly new. I think it's only been like 4 months they've been in the car. They got the adjustment there for the right, in the sense of like soft and hard or whatever. I cleaned them up, used a little bit of degreaser, and they came out pretty well. I just noticed, here's the other one, this is the rear. I just noticed that the wing has to get painted, and so does the lip, because the wing, as you guys can see here, it's got some runs. Let me see if maybe the light can get it. It's got some runs there. It's got some runs in the rear, and I gotta get painted. So I called my boy Andy. We're gonna take it to his shop because it definitely has to get painted. Now, what I'm doing is, because since the car is gonna get junked, I got, oh shit, I got the stock suspension here. So what I'm doing is that I'm putting the OEM suspension back on to the rear and in the front as I go taking them out, because the car's got to get rolled when it goes into the flatbed. So that's what I'm doing now. So it's kind of double the work. Take out the BC racing coilovers, put the OEM one back on, take my OEM one off, put the BC on. It's kind of a pain in the behind, but for what I got the car, which is 850 bucks, I can't complain because the suspension is in mint condition. I hate when people do this. Look at this. This is so retarded. When you put those screws on like that. This is like self-tapping screws. I think, if I'm not too sure, I think the bumper comes with this tab on it. And you can kind of get the screws that are either similar to the OEM ones or the OEM ones for that. I don't know, I just don't like that. That looks kind of tacky to me. When you go to a show, they could probably see that. That's like a 2003, 2004 kind of build, but whatever. To each his own. People build their cars how they like it, and if that's what makes you happy, that's what is up. Anyway, so now I'm working on the OEM one, putting it back on the rear, and then now I'm gonna take out the front. It's pretty hard working on the car because I have it against a wall here, and it's pretty tough. What I really want to do is put the H on the front end of the car. That's gonna make a big difference, so we'll see about that. And I gotta also get the lip painted. As you saw, it's a different color. The car's gonna look nice. I can't wait to lower it on the BC coilovers. Let's go into a time lapse, putting back on the OEM suspension because I didn't film taking out the old one. So let's do that. What a mission this is. I finally got the rear suspension on, the OEM one, and now I'm gonna work on the front ones. This car came with like auto-coated calipers and steel braided lines. Not really gonna do any of that on the car because I'm planning on doing the Brembo brakes. But now I'm gonna do the front, take out the coilover, and then put the stock one on. What a mission this was. I'll leave you guys now with a time lapse. All right, so this part is actually taken out already. As you can see, this has the end links from Trueheart in order for, I guess, the tie bar from the rack and pinion doesn't bend up. You can kind of see it there in the back. This is the full coilover, and then these are the brakes with the steel braided lines. I'm only keeping the steel braided lines, and these are in the control arms. We'll check those out, see if they pass the test or not. They're gone with the car. I'll see you guys now. Alright, so I just took off. It's actually the third day. This is kind of like a 3-day vlog. So all the suspension is out on the new Type S. I can't believe that it's a Type S Aspec, and it's so torn up in the sense of like it was T-bone and it was put back together. The whole suspension is already off. The coilovers are already off. The functional forms are all off already. Not functional form. The BC coilovers are already off. And nothing. I'm on the way to AcuraHondaClassic now, the Acura dealer. I'm gonna meet up with Mike Chang and the good people over there. I gotta go pick up a spoon knob that they got for me, and I'm gonna install it now in the car. Should look sweet, but gonna pick it up. Maybe I'll show you guys around, see what they got in the shop. Maybe a couple of Type R's, who knows? And just go hang out with the boys. So I'll see you guys now.
Yeah.
What you doing, player?
I don't think that's it.
But I don't know what I'm doing.
That.
First of all, what are you working on? Because we got a right-hand drive car here, bro. I got that one. I still gotta put it on the RSX, because when the EK crashed, I took that out and I was like, that's going back in the car. That's the toll for Japan.
Yeah.
So when you like turn on the car, it kind of speaks to you, whatever.
Yeah, he goes, oh, what are you,
I don't know what it's saying, but I don't know what it's saying, but
hey, anyone got a VIN for a TSX?
That would be the thing.
No, you don't have one of these, do you? I have a TSX?
sweet you are. Wait, how big is this H on this car? Holy. Mike, what year is this car? No?
I have no idea.
Super nice Euro R with the Mugen wing. Looks sweet. I'll show you guys, I picked up some parts. Came over, Mike got me. Got the spoon shift knob and I got the spoon t-shirt.
About the scanner that doesn't give you dataless.
Alright, so I'm still here at the dealer and I'm installing the shift knob now. This is the spoon shift knob, obviously 6-speed. I took off the original shift knob already from the RSX. So I just kind of want to do a time lapse of it. Got John over there. John, what are you doing? Can't hear me. But I'm gonna install it now. I took off the original one from the RSX, which is the one here. And I want to see if the bottom plate stays on, because that's kind of like what's hooked up to the shift boot. I don't want the shift boot hanging, at least for now. I definitely don't want that hanging. It does come with the Allen wrench and everything else that comes with it. Shout out to Mike for getting it for me. But yeah, I guess we could just jump into a quick time lapse of me installing it, and we'll close the vlog there, because it's been like 3 days of me recording. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm gonna get back on the ball and start recording more now that I got both RSXs and I'm just doing all the coilover swap and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys now. Let's get into a time lapse. So I'm ending the vlog here with Miguel from AcuraHondaClassic. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Until next.